Hey everyone, Coach Nico. I am the director for Just for Keepers here in New Jersey, director of coaching. Just for Keepers, for those one that you may not know, is an international goalkeeper specific training school with locations throughout the world in Europe, Japan, Australia, US, and so many other countries. We are located in various venues throughout New Jersey. So I wanted to do a quick presentation about one of the pet peeves of mine. Why goalkeepers just failing to get better? What's the reason? We are in the middle of the indoor season. Actually, Just for Keepers is a year-round school, so our indoor season starts as early as September. Some locations have indoor training in September. Some locations have outdoor training, but we start quite early. We do not do sessions. We don't believe in sessions. We are a month to month tuition based school. And here's the reason why we don't believe in sessions. It's impossible for anybody to learn anything, and it doesn't matter what it is, athletics or otherwise, in a couple of sessions. I can't teach you how to speak English in a couple of sessions. I cannot teach you how to play an instrument in a couple of sessions. You don't go to school in a couple of sessions. So you need to apply yourself and be in a program where it's year round. You're getting small doses of information, repetition, and that's how you get better, just like anything else. Okay, so that's the reason why we don't do sessions. It's month to month. You can participate as much or as little as you like, but that's our philosophy. So, getting back to the title of this presentation, why goalkeepers are failing to get better. Before we go any further, parents, coaches, please don't take offense in anything that you hear. We try to speak from the heart. We are goalkeeping uh, professionals. We have played the sport. We are parents. We have kids in the system. We have, players that play the sport. We love the sport and we strive from that. So everything that we say is from the heart. It's not meant to insult anybody. So please don't take offense in anything. If you don't agree with our opinions, it's just, it's our philosophy and our opinions. But some of the things that we're gonna go over here, I personally still feel very strongly about it. So although we have started goalkeeping indoors for a while now, a lot of goalkeepers are currently starting. After New Year's, our phone rings and everybody wants to jump on and get some training. Majority of goalkeepers will basically jump on, do a couple of months, 3 months, whatever, until the spring season comes around, and then they'll disappear and fade out. Some goalkeepers stay year round. Again, some come and go. I understand, there is a financial element as well as time restriction element. Parents have to fit into the schedule, so I do understand that. So again, please do not take offense. So let's get started now. Why are goalkeepers failing to get better, in my opinion? What's the ugly truth about them not getting better in their position? Well, it's very simple, really. There's a couple of reasons here, but few reasons here, but I'm going to address one by one. Number one, there's no weekly training classes. In a lot of areas, including New Jersey, there's just no goalkeeping schools. Kids don't have, the luxury of having a goalkeeping specific school. So, what is a goalkeeping specific school? Well, let's address that first. A goalkeeping specific school is exactly what it says. It's geared and it provides training to goalkeepers only. Classes, camps, any events are geared and scheduled for the goalkeeper, not for the field player. Although a goalkeeper in today's world, today's game, is just as much as a field player as a goalkeeper. But a lot of areas just don't have the luxury of having a company that does weekly goalkeeping training classes. Second of all, um, there's no goalkeeping training on a weekly basis from a team coach. Most of the team coaches, regardless if they're paid coaches or parent coaches, have anywhere from 12 to 18 kid in their rosters, depending on the age bracket that they're in, and they just don't have time to do the goalkeeping training for the one or two keepers that might be on the team, or furthermore, they just not may not have the expertise to do the training. Simple. The third reason is what gets me the most. And I feel very strongly about it. And again, remember what I said. Please, coaches, parents, whoever's viewing this, presentation, do not take offense. It's just an opinion that I feel very strongly about. The third reason is putting team training ahead of goalkeeper specific training. So what does that mean? Most teams, at least here in New Jersey, and I'm sure I speak for all the other states, have a minimum of two trainings, two team trainings, at the very least, if not more, per week. So why wouldn't you just have your goalkeeper train in an environment that's specifically designed for goalkeepers for one day and then join the team for team training the next time? Now, I'm also a team coach. I train many teams. I'm a trainer, and I also have my own teams that I train, as well as I train teams for other clubs. And my opinion is that by sending the goalkeeper, if they can get, again, if there's weekly training classes in the area, by sending my goalkeepers to a coach who can provide that goalkeeping session, that goalkeeping expertise, would benefit my team when my goalkeeper comes back. I will go the extra step, okay, which is the next step, by the way, in seeing what that school provides, or have the goalkeeping coach possibly come and show, in my team session how we can integrate that goalkeeper into the team sessions. Okay, so why would you not send your goalkeeper if there is availability in your local area? And I hear this over and over again. Hey, Coach Nico, when is training? We're doing Tuesdays, we're doing Wednesdays, we're Fridays, whatever the training day is for that particular location. And most parents will say, well, can't do because we have team training. And my next question is, does your goalkeeper get goalkeeper specific training at their team? Oh yeah, they get training. Every week they shoot on them. Well, folks, shooting and whaling the ball, especially at the younger age, from 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 yards away, is not considered goalkeeping training. What I call is target practice. Target practice for the field players, not for the goalkeepers. The goalkeepers get nothing out of it. Especially my favorite is when I go to trainings and I see two balls being shot at the goalkeeper at the same time. Not one after the other. There's a difference here now, okay? But at the same time. That's how kids get hurt, okay? So that is not considered training. Training is something more than that, which I want to show you a couple of instances of our goalkeeping training through videos in this presentation. So again, parents, coaches, don't take offense, but I strongly feel you're missing the boat on this. If there is a local school, it doesn't have to be just for keepers. It could be any other school. If you have the luxury of having a school training, send your goalkeepers one day a week to a weekly training session. Repetition breeds familiarity. Familiarity breeds success in anything that you do. You can't just go and do a couple of sessions and that's it, you're done. Okay? So again, I feel very strong about this. Stop just saying, well, we got team training. Well, we got team training. Does your goalkeeping, is there a goalkeeper coach for your team? Do you get regular goalkeeping training? If not, I would urge you strongly to join a weekly training program. Next reason is there's a total disconnect between goalkeeper specific training and team training, which I kind of hinted, in the previous statement. Here's what I mean by that. You go to a training school. There's training exercises. If you come to J4K, we teach the kids how to play from the back. Okay? In other words, that means that when we make the save, when we have the ball, as a team, we want to keep possession. Punting the ball, kicking the ball away is not always the best possible option. There may be other options, such as if our wing backs are open, we may want to roll the ball to our wing backs and play from the back, because the object of the game is to keep possession. Once you give away the possession, you lose the ball, you're vulnerable at having a goal scored upon you. So playing from the back, utilizing your wing backs, your middle backs, your sweepers, your midfielders, it might be a better option. Again, I'm not saying that punting the ball is not a good option. It all depends on the situation. But when we teach that to the kids and they go back to the team training, their coach will say, absolutely not, don't do that. I don't want you doing that because they might score a goal on us. Well, that's where we're going to the scenario where the coach is more interested in winning than developing the kids. Kids will make mistakes. Goalkeepers will make mistakes. Field players will make mistakes. Well, Coach Nico, my wingbacks are not strong enough to handle the ball. That's why I don't want you to do that. I don't want them to do that because then we'll concede goals. So what if you concede goals? Again, this may come across, and a lot of you parents, I can just feel you shaking your heads, and coaches as well. You crazy? I'm playing for first place. I'm not giving up a goal. Pa 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 pa. Well, guess what, folks? It's only a game. It's only soccer. It's supposed to be fun. So you can see the goal, but your goalkeeper and your field players become better out playing out of the back. Again, it's an option. It's not always the case. There's situations where you will punt the ball. Okay, we teach the kids on where to stand, positional situation. It's crucial for a goalkeeper to know where to stand. I get calls from parents all the time. Coach Nico, my son's coach told him when there's a free kick to stand inside the goal. Okay, so let's address this. You want to tell me that he said, you sure you understood that? Because if he says you guys stand inside the goal, he means in front of the white line, right? No, no, no. Coach Nico, he said he has to stand inside the goal. Well, let's examine this for a minute. If you stand inside the goal and the ball gets through and the goalkeeper catches it inside the goal, folks, it's a goal. If the ball crosses the white goal line, it's a goal. Makes no sense why would you be there. Secondly, if you play in a field where the goals are not the greatest and the wind blows, if a goalkeeper tries to get up and go out to get the ball, whatever, he may get tangled in the net. I know that's kind of unlikely, but listen, I've played in a lot of tournaments, a lot of fields. The goals are not the greatest. The wind blows, the net swindles, and the net almost comes out in the goal mouth, the goal crease. Okay, or plain and simple, the goalkeeper forgets that he needs to step or she needs to step forward from the white line. The ball goes in. It's a goal. So all these silly questions, that I hear, and I'm sorry if I call them silly, but that's what they are, folks. Learn the game, educate yourselves. Parents, coaches, continuous game education. Myself, I continually educate myself in different way of coaching, different concepts, different things. That's the only way the sport will get better. Better coaches, better parents, better players, all the way around. Okay? So again, without going into a lot, the disconnect is there. Um, Again, the coaches, the next one is the team coach discourages goalkeepers from doing what he learns in GK training, which is again exactly what we just talked about. Another one is boring repeating training. You go to a lot. Again, there's not a lot of schools, but you go to some classes, and I know the goalkeeper coach shows up, bunch of cones, some ladders maybe, and you just throw, catch, repeat, throw, catch, repeat, throw, catch, dive, repeat, throw, catch, dive, repeat, and that goes on, you know, training after training after training after training. I mean, and we get goalkeepers, that have been training for more than a year, and when they come to us, they just doesn't do a good job of having a good technique. And a lot of coaches will say, well, we need to do those things because we focus on technique, Coach Nico. We focus on the technique. Well, let me ask you a question. You guys as grown-ups, if you do the same thing over and over and over again, okay, I know it's going to get extremely boring, right? And do you think that because it's so extremely boring, it might work it might work the other way, should I say, and it becomes negative because now your technique is slipping? So how about incorporating some different techniques, emphasizing that training that you do. So if you're catching, or if you distributing, or if you're diving, use different exercises, different techniques to teach the same thing where it doesn't get boring anymore. Next one would be, I see no situational or positioning training in a lot of goalkeeping schools. What do I mean by that? Explain to the goalkeeper what I said before. Should you always punt the ball? Maybe you should look for your wing backs to distribute it. When you distribute the ball, are you making sure that you distribute the ball properly? Which foot do you put it on the player? Are you putting it into space, or are you putting behind them? Are you making the ball bouncing or are you rolling the ball? When you punt, are all your punts the same? If it's windy outside, if it's raining outside, if it's sunny outside, are all punts the same? Where should you position yourself? In a free kick, in a corner kick? All these things are situational training and positional training that a lot of schools, again, don't show you. They concentrate on, you know, throw, distribute, catch, dive, repeat. Okay? Which is nothing wrong with it. But again, there's a lot more to goalkeeping than just that. Lastly, folks, mental strength. A goalkeeper has to be mentally strong. A goalkeeper has to be able to shake off a goal. A goalkeeper has to be able to, if you hear something from the sideline, just shrug it off and keep playing. That's something that's part of the J4K training. So what are some of the benefits that, would go with a Just for Keepers training development model? Well, let me just go over them real quick. Number one, coaches, parents, let's remember this is supposed to be fun. You got to have fun. You have to have fun. In anything you do, you have to have fun. Nobody says training's supposed to be fun. You got to be serious. You got to go out there and kick butt. No pain, no gain. Folks, a lot of these kids are young. They're quitting because we're pushing them in an adult manner. They are kids. Let them have fun. We use continuous rotation of exercises and training apparatus to create that fun. We want our goalkeepers, we want our kids to have fun. We want them to look forward to coming to our sessions and kind of say, hey, I wonder what the coaches are going to do today. I love going to training because they're always doing something new. In their mind is something new, but we're really teaching the same thing. We just do a bunch of different ways. Fundamentals, technique, catching, throwing, diving, distributing, absolutely a must. But we do it in a way where it's not boring. Footwork. Without proper footwork, a goalkeeper is nothing. In today's game, you must be able to play with your feet as well as with your hands. Quick feet, light hands. Agility and conditioning is a must in goalkeeping. Learning proper position, which is the next one, positioning. Learning when and where to position yourself. Learning not to overdive. Teenage goalkeepers, they just love to dive. They come to training sessions, and when we slow them down, coach, when we're going to get shooting, when we're going to dive, and they dive all over the place. In most cases, they hurt their bodies. In most cases, their diving is not even that good. Folks, here's something else. I'm 50 years old, and I still play. My body can take it because as a youngster, I was taught to take care of my body. By diving all over the place, by the time you're like 25, 30 years old, your body's going to break down. So as a smart goalkeeper, you need to know where to position yourself so you don't have to overdive and you can protect your body. If you watch the professional goalkeepers, they never overdive. They make everything look so easy, so fluent. Even when they do those awesome dives or awesome saves, they make it look easy. It looks fluent. It looks like they flow in air. Why? Because of proper positioning. Reading the game, folks. You have to be engaged in the game at all times. You have to read the game. How many times you guys go on the field and if one team is dominating, the goalkeeper on the other side is just, twirling his, fingers, or he's, just kicking dirt, or he's looking at sidelines, this, that. He's not paying attention to the game because the game is not at his side. Learning to read the game and always be engaged means that when the ball is on the other goal mouth, on the other 18, okay, you are just as engaged. You're watching not only where the ball and where the play is, you're also watching where your defenders are, where your midfielders are. This way, as soon as there's a counterattack or if we lose the ball, you as a goalkeeper can help your team in front of you set up. Very, very important. These things that need to be pointed out in every goalkeeping session. Reading the game, always be engaged. Situational adjustment, exactly what I just said. If the ball is on the right flank, on the right line, or the right wing, for those of you that may not know what flank is, okay, and you get shifted through the midfield and to the other side, your situation changes. You go from one side to the other. If a player is coming at you 1v1 and he's a right-footed player, okay, is a different model, is a different way that you're going to attack that 1v1 than if he was a left-footed player. The situation depends on what the other team or the other player gives you. Weather changes the situation. How do we play in a windy environment, in a raining environment, in a dry environment? Situations are different. I want to punt the ball differently when it's windy out than when it's not. When the ground is wet, it's going to be different when it's dry. If I have a breakaway and I want to punt the ball, I'm going to punt the ball in a different manner than if I want to lob the ball. I want the ball then to get quicker. I want to punt it a different way. Every situation is different, so a goalkeeper has to make constant adjustment. A goalkeeper basically can view the whole game. I can see all 21 players in front of me. I can see the whole field. So the position requires a lot of responsibility to be able to help. The more vocal a goalkeeper is, and the more he can recognize situations and read the game, the bigger help he is to his team, and of course, the coaching staff. As the goalkeepers get older, quality coaches, high school, college, pro coaches, look for a goalkeeper that has good footwork, great hands, can read the game, and is vocal and can help his teammate. Next one, guys, is what I call you have to master the art of sweeper keeper. A sweeper keeper. Germans right now use that word, sweeper keeper. A goalkeeper basically is nothing more than a field player who can use his hands. You watch any professional game, and again, here's where continuous education comes in. Coaches, parents, watch more games. Encourage your players to watch more games. Watch the professional goalkeepers use their feet. More balls are being played back to them because they're an option that used to be completely underutilized, but now it's very much utilized. In the youth game, we don't utilize that option. So a sweeper keeper is a goalkeeper who has great footwork, a good command of his area, knows how to read the game, good in situational adjustments, and you can play the ball back to them and get out of trouble or change the course of the game. Again, sweeper keeper, German philosophy for all their goalkeepers right now. Verbal communication support. I just went over that. Extremely important to be vocal, to be able to support your players. Strengthening of mental game. That's another thing that we instill our goalkeepers. We get them to understand and feel comfortable and confident in themselves. Goal goes in, so what? We'll build their confidence. Not cocky or arrogant, but we build their confidence. Folks, there is 17, 18, 19 players in a squad. Okay, only 2 players are goalkeepers usually. Sometimes only 1. Any player can substitute and take another player's position. A defender can go in for a forward or vice versa. A midfielder, somewhere they're going to fill that position. But there's only a goalkeeper who can substitute for a goalkeeper and do a really good job. A lot of times field players go in and it's clueless. Okay, so strengthening the mental game is huge. Furthermore, guys, as goalkeepers, athletes, any goalkeeper that trains in the Just for Keepers environment gets discounts on camps, ID clinics, goalkeeping gloves and gear. As a student, you get discounts. Playing at the next level. Let's say that your goalkeeper is right about where he's going to go to the high school. By the way, we do have goalkeeping training starting as little as 7 years old. Okay. But for the older goalkeepers that desire to play at the next level, possibly high school, college, pro, we do have the connections. Just for Keepers, we are our own agency. If you are good enough and you can propel yourself and impress, you can wind up at our International Goalkeeper Academy, which is in Peterborough, England. All expenses paid to train for a residential camp, which goes on every year for a week. And there's pro scouts from all across the UK and even other countries. Again, J4K does have those contacts. We do have contacts to get you in a college pro game. I used to do goalkeeper training for a lot of years on my own, but I just never had the contacts. My pro days were played in Greece, so the best I could do was pick up the phone and possibly get you a trial in Greece. That was about it. So J4K has that recognition and behind us. I strongly suggest that you Google Just for Keepers and make sure that everything that I present in this presentation is true and accurate. Lastly, a lot of goalkeepers may choose a coaching career. They may have an injury after the play, or in college may just not have it, or for whatever reason, and they may choose a coaching career. Just for Keepers provide that. We do have goalkeepers, coaches that played and now are just that, coaches, because they're part of their system. So let's do some comparison, okay? Here's a local club training school in New Jersey, Jim Katie's club, and this is their new indoor training. You're basically getting 7 sessions throughout the month of January, February, and March. There is no gear giving out, no jersey shorts or anything like that. And this is our side, Just for Keepers. You basically now, for the sake of comparison, I'm going to do 8 sessions, okay? So that's 2 months. Remember, we don't do sessions, okay? We don't do sessions, but just to make it even as far as a quality comparison, 2 months worth of tuition is 8 sessions, okay? Jim Katie's is 7 sessions are left, so ours, that's the closest I can get, is 8 sessions for 2 months, okay? You will get a free jersey and shorts. As a goalkeeping student in our school, you will get free sponsored gloves when you purchase a pair of gloves. So you see some of our gloves there, a lot of styles. And if you purchase one, again, the prices are Ray Nolan, who's, by the way, is the owner of Just for Keepers, prides himself in putting a quality glove out there with a very, very fair price. We don't sponsor professional goalkeepers like other companies, so we don't have to give out millions of dollars to the goalkeepers. His pet peeve is that he wants to put a quality product, better, equal or better than most other brands at a fair price. And he loves doing this scheme. The scheme is not, when I say scheme, in the U.S. has a negative connotation. He loves to do this sponsorship program. It may not run all year round, but right now it's on. So you buy any of those gloves and you will get a reaction, which is the white and black pair of glove, as a free pair of gloves. So you get free pairs of gloves while you are a Just for Keepers student. Okay. Again, folks, I don't know what happened to my presentation here. The sticky kids are not working. So let's see. If you can see on the left-hand side, there is a $300 fee for 7 sessions. And this is very normal, at least in New Jersey. If you guys are seeing this presentation from a different state or internationally, I don't know what the pricing are. I more or less did this particular this particular presentation for the people in New Jersey. So you got 7 sessions for $300. Ours is broken down to $24.99 weekly. There's a monthly billing here, as you can see, okay, which translates to $99.96 per month. There's no contract. There's month to month. You put it on your debit card, credit card. It's basically rechargeable. So every month, as long as you stay in the program, they just bill $99.96. Those are for 4 weekly sessions, 1 hour again. Okay, and if you multiply that 2 times, 2 months, basically 8 sessions for $199.92. Okay, so just a quick comparison to see where we stack financially, what the commitments are. I also want to break out of this. Well, before I go break out of this, let me tell you what and where you can sign up. There's a site basically which is justforkeepersnj.org. So please make sure you guys mark this out. I'm going to put it back on the screen again. Justforkeepersnj.org. That will put you directly into the website, which is for the New Jersey school. Our telephone number is 732-580-2174. If you want to ask any questions, I personally am available throughout the day. For any reason, if I'm not, just leave a message. I will get back to you. Afternoon and evening times are difficult because we're doing training sessions. Okay, so I'm just going to click on this, have you guys go directly to the website, which is the New Jersey portion. If you guys want to just type justforkeepers.com or justforkeepers.net. Let me see why this is not going through. Here we go. This is right into our site. If you do, for any reason you don't have a piece of paper, if you just do justforkeepers.com, Okay, it will put you into this, and then you basically go say find coaches, find U.S. coaches. You go down to New Jersey, okay, and you go to New Jersey Central. That's where I'm located. You click on that, and you'll come directly to the site. This is, by the way, where you can register. Okay, there's links to our store. You can get a free session. There are local news here that we post and different subject matter for the goalkeepers. We are currently starting. Well, let me back up here. Let me give you the locations. We have in Metuchen, the Sportsplex, which is located 215 Durham Road in Metuchen. Okay. We have a new location starting in Manalapan, Englishtown. This is the Hot Corner indoor facility, 28 Harrison Avenue. All right. Johnson Park, that's our spring and fall training session outdoors. And indoors right now we have in Jackson at McAuliffe Middle School, 35 Hope Channel Road. Okay, so you come on here, you can sign up in here, you choose, you can pay, by the way, monthly. Some of the goalkeepers that are with us longer, they decide that they pay yearly and they actually get a huge discount. Okay, you also get a free uniform. You get jersey and pants. So you click, your sizes here. You put down the name of the student, the age, the gender, and of course the venue where you're gonna train. For anything else, you can come back in here. There's a lot of videos. There is really a bunch of cool stuff. Okay, here's a video of one of the camps that we're doing this summer. That's by the way, we're gearing up to start publicizing for the camps in the summer. We have camps all across every state, guys, not just in New Jersey. So this is just a sample of the camp that was done. This was done in Colorado. This is Ray Newland, that's coming from the UK. As you can see, the demand for goalkeeper-specific training is quite a bit. This is Ray giving his spiel. Some of his jokes are a bit corny because from England. But there's a lot of cool training that we do. Again, Ray played for Everton. For those of you guys don't know, he played for Everton in the Premiership. Having Ray in the camps just adds a new dimension to the training. I cannot say enough good words about it. I mean, if you've never participated, I want to suggest strongly that you do. This is our version of goalkeeping words, by the way. We don't do 1v1 goalkeeping words. We do with multiple goalkeepers. A lot of fun, guys. A lot of fun. We're also going to be running out the Just for Keepers 3v3 tournaments, which is exclusively was designed by myself in New Jersey, and we're looking to basically have it throughout the U.S. and possibly internationally. Now, I also suggest that you guys join our online site, Just for Keepers NJ. So it's facebook.com, Just for Keepers NJ. Okay, make sure it's this site because there's also Just for Keepers, no space NJ, which is one of the coaches that we have in northern New Jersey. But this is the one you want to join. It has most of the content. The other one's pretty new. Okay, we post weekly videos on there. So, for example, this was the latest one that was posted. Let me just give you a quick idea so you guys can get a glimpse of what training looks like. Let me just fast forward it a little bit. A lot of footwork, guys. We concentrate on footwork. This is basically training with little response balls where it forces the goalkeepers to move laterally or just go out after the ball. It's all reaction. If you guys ever watched the first Rocky movie, Rocky's chasing the chicken, this is the modern version of that. Something similar to it, basically going back and forth with tennis balls, agility, reaction, lateral movement. It's a great exercise for goalkeepers. Footwork is so crucial for goalkeepers. Over here is with training with one of our apparatus that we use, the Foot Pros. Great for your touches on the ball. This exercise, you can see, is a lot of reaction. They're going footwork, quick turn, okay, face one shot, touch again, and face another shot. So a lot of different elements going on in this training. Here's another one where they're touching two Foot Pros, turning. This keeper that you're watching now, he's basically doing a trial. We also do free trials. Not everybody gets accepted into school, by the way. You have to come and try out. You get a free trial. So this particular keeper is trying out for our school. We don't accept everybody based on the fact that, where they are. So if somebody's real far behind, they may just want to do a little bit of preliminary training before they come to our school, or come to our started goalkeeping, which breaks down all the fundamentals, a lot of fundamentals, before they start getting into this class. This is another goalkeeper that's doing a trial. Again, they come. Anybody can sign up for a trial. If you go to the site that I showed you right here, okay, you can sign up for a free trial, which is up here, free J4K session, okay, or you can email directly our office right here, okay, contact a coach, and you can get a trial, and then we can evaluate you. Other exercises such as this, where they're basically doing a lot of, this is just for collapse dives. We like to do our own variations, okay? This particular exercise includes catching, okay, as well as diving. So as you can see, up and down movements, a lot of energy, catching the ball from one goalkeeper, going down and collapsing on a dive, going back, okay, touching from another goalkeeper and going down for another dive. Here are some shooting exercises. These are all used with, trying to find the right spot. These are done with, let me just fast forward. Okay, so these are done with reaction balls. If you notice, some of the balls that we use, they're different sizes. Okay, actually, I should have made this big a long time ago. Oh, sorry guys, I started this the wrong way. This is the beauty of live presentations. Anyway, if you can see, some of the balls, they have different weights. They have different shapes. So when they're being shot at the goalkeeper, they're bouncing all over the place. And it's a great reaction exercise. Okay. Here's another goalkeeper working on her reaction saves. Balls are bouncing all over the place. This is an exercise where the goalkeepers are running behind the goal. A lot of agility, energy. This is Caroline, by the way, in the video. She's one of our top keepers. She's 16 years old, high school student that I feel has a great future, ahead of her. This is another goalkeeper, just again going around the goal, doing a lot of exercises. We bring portable goals to all our trainings. This particular training, by the way, is done in a futsal environment on a hardwood floor. We're teaching the kids how to play futsal. For those of you that know what futsal is, it's a version of soccer that's primarily originated in South America. They play on hardwood floors. The ball is faster. The surface is slicker, so everything moves a lot faster. And then when you go outside, okay, everything slows down. So again, here's Caroline. Okay, that was a bad touch. So that was one of the videos. Again, if you come to the side here, you'll see. I mean, there's a lot of training. Here's one that has footwork training alone. Give it a second to load up. Once again, guys, we believe that footwork training is a must for any goalkeeper. So we start our warm-ups with footwork training. Let me forward this a little bit. Okay, this is one of our younger goalkeepers using the Foot Pros. Good touches on the ball. Okay, again, goalkeepers must have good footwork. Quick feet, light hands. The days where, we used to stick the slower and the most overweight kid in the goal, those days should be gone. Your goalkeeper should be one of your best athletes on the team, one of your smartest, highest soccer IQ kids on the team. A goalkeeper is a specialized position that it gets neglected and kind of lost in the shuffle of other field players. Goalkeeping is not for everybody. There's definitely a mentality for it. There's definitely an attitude for it. Okay, so here is our young goalkeeper trying 3 different footworks. If you can see, he's going to backpedal, go to a different goal, and change direction. So many different elements. Forward movement, backwards movement, lateral movement, touching on the ball, space awareness, touches. I mean, it's just basically, some really good stuff that our goalkeepers go through. Moving forward, that's all this is all about. Footwork. Now he's holding a ball, which makes it a little more difficult to do the exercise. Um, as I said, we just try to make it different. I mean, over here we're looking at a catching exercise. His technique is not the greatest. If you notice, he's catching the ball and he's taking a step back. Okay. Well, we're going to stop and direct him. That's, by the way, on the video, I'm the coach and doing the direction. So I'm basically addressing and telling him when he catches the ball, he's got to not go backwards, but go forward and find, kind of attack the ball, maintain balance and whatnot. So it's the same exercise that, you can see in any goalkeeping school, catching, receiving, throwing. But by adding all these apparatus, we make it a little bit more fun. He's a little bit more engaged. Now he's doing it again. If you notice, he doesn't go as far back as he was before, and so on and so forth. Okay. Now we're rolling the ball, so we did the catching. Now we're doing rolling. So you can create all different exercises, and that's that we take, pride in creating different exercises, not to make it boring. In the website, guys, you're going to see all kinds of announcements and whatnot. Here's a video of the 3v3 games that we play. Now, for those of you that may have never heard of this before, it's the same version of a 3v3 with field players, but now you're engaging goalkeepers in here. Okay, again. The concept is that a goalkeeper should be a field player who can use his hands. So they have to be good with their hands. They have to be great with their feet. If you notice, it's 2 goals. In this particular video, we don't have tape, but in the tournaments, there's going to be tape down lines. We're just using the cones. Any goalkeeper that's in the penalty area can use their hands. If you step outside of the penalty area, you cannot use your hands anymore. Any goalkeeper can make the save. There's no dedicated goalkeeper in the goal. Everybody, passes and moves. So we're teaching them the concepts of situational organization, positional, passing, moving, reading the game. We're teaching them to be field players, understand the game from a field player's perspective, as well as being a goalkeeper. So again, don't believe there's anybody out there that does 3v3 goalkeeping tournaments. Believe that we're going to be the first ones. So besides the goalkeeping wars that we do that do not involve 1v1, we do goalkeeping wars with multiple goalkeepers, and we think that's fun. We also do the 3v3, going to be rolled out nationwide and hopefully internationally. This is just practicing goalkeeping wars in an indoor space. This particular one is done with shooting, but we've done other ones where you could just only throw. No shooting is allowed, only throwing, so they're practicing the throw-ins. And then we do our version of goalkeeping wars where there's actually more than one goalkeeping war. This is your traditional goalkeeping war that you see right now, 1v1. The J4K goalkeeping war is basically where you have multiple goalkeepers. So you might have 3 goals, you might have 2-3 goalkeepers in the middle. So you might have goalkeeping wars with like 6, 7, 8 players. It's a lot of fun, a lot of energy. Kids really, love it. Okay. So as I said again, and I just trying to show you more videos so you get an idea more or less what this is all about. Here's a goalkeeping war.
Nice save.
I believe they're only using their hands. No, they're only using their hands. Okay, so we're playing 1v1, but you must score by using your hands, no kicking. Okay, if this video is a little bit blurry, if you go on Just for Keepers NJ again to Facebook, you can see them. Also, our YouTube channel, Just for Keepers NJ, a lot of these videos are loaded there. Okay, and you can get an idea of what the training is all about. Let's see if I have some other ones too. There's just a lot of them that you guys can see here. Just an endless array of goalkeepers. This is Ariel right here. is one of our J4K goalkeepers. She just made All-American for Ocean County College, 2-year school. So that was a very good accomplishment for her. Ariel has been training for only 4 years with J4K. She started as a sophomore in high school and achieved quite a bit. I think, again, I don't want to overdo it. There's a lot of videos in here that you guys can go over and see. I mean, there is just different subject matter. Okay, here's one of professional goalkeepers wearing his J4K gloves. Newcastle goalkeeper Rob Elliott in a match against Chelsea at the Capital One Cup. Okay, these are other professional goalkeepers that are wearing our gloves. So, bottom line is this, guys. I give you a lot of information. All right, you can go to justforkeepersnj.org. Please sign up for a free trial. Again, we're a great school. We're awesome. Doesn't mean that we can help your goalkeeper. Doesn't mean that your goalkeeper will like or have that connection with our particular coach. May not like our style. Okay, so no offense to us, but we recommend, just like academies and companies kind of pick your kids. Oh, well, they're going to come and try out. There's going to be a trial. We have that too. We want to make sure that it's a good fit. We don't want. It's not about taking your money, folks. This is not about the money. Believe me. This is about coaching, developing the young kids. Okay, there's plenty of money to be made in the youth sports industry, not just soccer, all sports. We believe that leading with a passion for the sport, leading for a passion of goalkeeping, okay, is the right way to do it. So the trial for us is there just to see your goalkeeper. Is it a good match? First of all, his abilities. Does it match? Is it a good match with the goalkeeping staff? Okay. Otherwise, we'll give you some other options. Okay. So make sure that you guys interview your academies, your clubs, or wherever your kids are going to play, just as much as quote unquote they want to have you try out for them. Once again, guys, my name is Nico Alexopoulos. I am the coach and director here in New Jersey for Just for Keepers. Please go to justforkeepersnj.org. Sign up for a free trial. You can email me also at, I'm going to give you my very short email verbally because my full name is Nico Alexopoulos and my email is nicoalexopoulos@justforkeepers.com. Very long. So here's a quick one for you guys. Nico, Niko, NJ27 @gmail.com. Okay, you can email me directly. If you have any additional questions that maybe I did not address in this particular presentation, I want to be doing a lot of these presentations in the future with different subject matter. If you want to talk to me for any reason, ask questions, 732-580-2174. Have a great day and be good in goalkeeping.